Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday, so it's time for a new vlog. I was thinking, it has been an almost Saturday vlog for, I'm pretty sure, a lot longer than it ever was a Saturday vlog. And I was wondering, do you guys think I should change the name? Do you guys think we should be like the Hazelnutty vlog? That sounds dumb. If you guys have any better ideas for names for the vlog, or if you don't think I should change it, let me know in the comments because I want to get some opinions on that. This week, Blizzard is welcoming Destiny 2 to the Blizzard launcher. It is so hard to not say Battle.net launcher. But anyways, Destiny 2 is an Activision game. It's coming out for PC. It's kind of like if you took like Overwatch but made it into like an MMO. That's my understanding of it. I will be honest, I've played none of it. It's not a Blizzard game, but it's an Activision game, and Blizzard is also under Activision, so they're like sister companies. And they are adding it to the Blizzard launcher for the release. And there's a lot of conflicting feelings out and about. My first feeling was I was kind of cranky just because I'm not going to play Destiny 2. If I want to shoot things, I have Overwatch, and I honestly don't have enough time to do all the stuff I want to do in WoW, so I'm not going to get into another MMO. So Destiny 2 is not going to be for me. And I'm a little, it's not like it's really advertising, they're just adding it to the launcher, but it's still going to be like in the list. And my hope, I'm really hoping that they add some way to hide it from the list, especially if they continue to, in the future, they say they're only focusing on Destiny 2 for now, but if in the future they do add more Activision games to the Blizzard launcher, I would hope that there's a way to hide them just so I don't see them in my list. I know that's very petty of me. I don't play really any StarCraft, and I play very little Diablo. And I'm totally fine with having those on my list because they're Blizzard games, but I don't really want it turning into Steam. But I don't have a good reason why not, and I think I'm just being petty, so it's probably going to be fine. This week, I checked out the Deaths of Chromie scenario. There's going to be a full video of that coming out on Monday. So I went into the PTR and I looked through the Deaths of Chromie scenario, and I was expecting it to be like a cute, fun little story thing, kind of like some of the MoP scenarios we had. And it turns out it is extensive. There is a lot of content there. It took me, I think, 3.5 hours just to record all of the video I needed for my video. Yeah, there's just a lot of content in that scenario. It is really fun. I'll go over everything in exhaustive detail in Monday's video. It's very Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow, sort of like almost like Dark Souls, where you're not really expected to do it the first time, or at least in the case of Deaths of Chromie, you are absolutely not expected to complete it the first time, but every time you go back through it, you'll gain something that will help you on your future attempt, and that's kind of like Withered Army training in that sense. I'm surprised that something like that is getting added into 7.2.5, because 7.2.5 is supposed to be like a minor patch, just kind of like the release of the raid that was already part of 7.2 technically, and then like some systems updates, but it is a lot of content. That is going to be, it looks like it's going to be a decent sized time sink that should keep us busy for a while, so I'm really happy about that. Other things happening in WoW, my guild is officially taking a break. We were kind of taking a break before, but we were still doing like non-mandatory raids, but we are taking a hard stop from Nighthold. I don't think I'm going to make the effort to try and pug it. I should, because I still need 2 more legendaries. But I'm really excited about having a couple of weeks off. We're going to be back at it, of course, once Tomb of Sargeras comes out, which I'm guessing is in the 3 to 5 week range, somewhere around there. So I'm just really excited to just take a couple weeks off and catch up on all the stuff that I've been neglecting in WoW, basically. And speaking of the things that I've been kind of doing on the side in WoW, I finally got my Brewmaster. I say finally, like I started this ages ago. I got my Brewmaster up to level 110. I did it purely through invasions, and apparently, when you level exclusively through invasions, you get no gear. You get not a single piece of gear. When you're leveling in an invasion, you don't do the end scenario because it doesn't let you do it. You just do the world quests that are involved in the invasion, and they give you lots of experience, but not one of them gives you a piece of gear. So I reached level 110, and I'm wearing like a bunch of item level 685 stuff, and Warlord Season 3 PvP gear, and Fellshroud stuff from the Legion Invasion event, like before the expansion launched, and I'm like, oh dear. It was actually really funny the way the scaling worked, because I was out in Asuna doing an invasion, and I was level 109, and things were tough, because again, I had Warlord's gear, but it was tough going, but it was doable. I could take a mob or 2 by myself, and all of a sudden I ding 110, and everything scales up to 110, and all of a sudden, the tiniest little imp can just solo me. Like, I was battling this imp, and I was like, man, this imp here is my arch nemesis. This is going to take some doing. So I've been trying my best to gear up quickly and get rid of like my Warlord Season 3 PvP gear. As it turns out, it's pretty quick to catch up. The thing to do, as I've discovered, is you do invasions still. Like, you just do more invasions. You lean heavily on either your friends or World Quest Group Finder so that you are not trying to solo the world quests, because when you have no gear, that is almost impossible to do. Then you find some friends that like you a lot to help carry you through the end scenario, but basically you're going to get a bunch of nether shards. You're going to get some free Dauntless gear. You can use those nether shards to buy more Dauntless gear for 400 shards a pop, and those are 850, and they can also Warforge Titan Forge up, so that's the best way to catch up real quick. I've been working through that, but it's amazing how much stuff there is to do on a fresh 110 that didn't even do the quest. Like, there is so, between all of the different, like the Surmar campaign and the class campaign and the Broken Shore campaign, there's just so much to do, and there's really no time to do it in, but I'm not in a rush. And Brewmaster Monk has been so fun with no gear that I bet you anything, once I actually have some gear and can, like, tank a mob or two on my own, I think it's going to be really fun, so I'm really looking forward to that. This week in WoW is Pet Battle Bonus Week, and this is the week. This is the week that I finish leveling all of the battle pets that I've been putting off leveling. I've been catching up pretty regularly over the last month or so using that technique that I made a video about, where you use a boon of the Zookeeper to get extra pet charms, and then you use your pet charms to buy ultimate battle training stores for 45 charms a pop. That's been working really good for me, and I've been catching up pets that way, but I still have just like a handful left. And today, specifically today, this is your alert announcement. Squirt leveling is up today, May 19th. Squirt is up in the Draenor Garrison, as well as the Pet Battle bonus event for extra experience. And this is the only day this year that is going to be true. The only day. So if you have pets to level, today is the day. You wanna cancel your plans. You wanna make new plans to go to your Draenor Garrison and catch up your pets if you were ever going to do it, because now's the time. This is probably a good time to readmit that I have actually never done squirt leveling. From what I understand, it involves a magic broom and a wee abomination, and you just do 2 pet on squirt. You can do it infinitely. You don't have to log over or anything. You can just repeat the pet battle at that spot. And with like a safari hat and a bonus event, and then just how good squirt is, I would imagine that you can almost 1 to 25 a pet in one battle there. So catching up should be pretty quick. I'm going to try it this afternoon on stream. I've just never really needed to do the squirt thing because, you know, my pet charm stones have been working real good, and I just haven't leveled pets for a while. And then back when I did level pets, I was a big fan of just like chilling out and setting up camp in by the Wormrest Temple. That was like my spot. So I am going to be leveling pets on stream. It's just going to be like a pet battle bonus week stream where I'm going to level some pets. I'm going to do some of those PvP pet battles to get an extra stone. I might do some pet collecting if I can find anything to shoot for. I think I still need to do some quests for a Skyhorn nestling randomly. So I'm trying real hard to get my Warcraft pet score up. I'm number 11 right now. I really badly want to be at least top 10 for Lightbringer. I can't really shoot higher than that because Lightbringer is really competitive, and I don't have a lot of pets that are just really difficult to get, like the Asian tournament pets and whatever, so I'd like to break it into the top 10, but the person who's currently holding top 10 spot is fairly significantly ahead of me, so I've got some work to do. Speaking of streams, I want to make a really big thank you to everyone supporting me on Patreon once again, because we have reached our goal for double baking streams. Starting in June, there's going to be 2 baking streams a month instead of just 1. That was really fast, and I am incredibly grateful to you guys for helping make that happen. So the streams are going to be spaced out, so they're every second week. One of them is going to be in the morning, not early morning, but before lunch, and then the other one is going to be an afternoon stream so that more people can hopefully come. And then I will put up the poll for what we're going to make on Patreon, probably like in the last week of May. I think I'm just going to come up with like a bunch of options, and then the top 2 that are voted for are going to be what ends up being made. And then I also want to clarify that you do not have to be a Patreon supporter in order to watch those streams, either live or in the VOD. Anybody can watch. You don't need to be a supporter or anything like that. Now that we've reached that double stream goal, our next Patreon goal is for equipment upgrades, and we're not too far from that. So once I hit that goal, I'm going to look into a better mic possibly. I'm going to consider looking into some upgraded editing software to edit my videos like a little bit fancier. I'm starting to really reach the limits of what Premiere Elements can do. And then after that, the next goal is for a PO box and mail show. And then the final goal, the like biggest, craziest thing I could think of, was guaranteeing my BlizzCon attendance. That's the highest Patreon goal I have set up right now, so that I can like go to BlizzCon every year, make a BlizzCon vlog, and meet a bunch of people, and I think that would be really cool. Huge thank you to everyone supporting me on that platform and helping make all this happen. I could not do it without you guys. You'll all be happy to hear that Zabrahex is okay. I gave him a more up-close inspection after the tumble that he took last week. The head of his staff had snapped right off, but I happen to have some, it's kind of like epoxy, but it's like a hardcore withstands 1,000-degree heat epoxy for like repairing car parts. I don't know why I have it, but I do, and I managed to cement his staff back on, so I think it's actually more sturdy than the rest of him now. And he's in good shape, although his staff doesn't really, his hand is very loose. I think I might need to tighten up his wrist a little bit there. You got a little bit of a floppy wrist going on there, buddy. And questions from this week. William asks, how can I give you a lot of pets? I don't need them and I don't do the auction house. Can you tell me where to donate them? Okay, so for you or anybody else who is in a situation where you have extra battle pets and you don't have any friends that need them and you don't want to sell them on the auction house for gold for yourself and you just don't know what to do with them. You don't want to delete them, but you really don't want to do any of the above options, which you should consider because they're not that hard to sell. I have a set of Trade Skill Master guides that will help you automatically price and post them, and you can make some good gold that way. But if you really want to not sell them yourself, you want to donate them to the cause, what you do is you create a level 1 Alliance character on Lightbringer, which is a North American server, and then you go and you kill like a couple wolves or something, so you get at least 31 copper. And then you cage the pets that you want to send to me, and then you mail them to Hazel, spelled like this. And then what's going to happen to those pets is I'm going to sell them, and then any gold that I make from selling donated pets goes towards the fund that I have for helping to purchase pets for Battle Pet giveaway winners every month from Patreon. So if you really want to donate pets, that's how you do it. But you should really consider selling them for yourself, and you can save up some gold and buy yourself like a pony or a shop mount, which I guess could be a pony. You can buy yourself a pony, so you should really consider that. So that has been my week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions you would like answered on a vlog, just leave them as comments on the most recent vlog. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. I'm number 11. If you have any questions you would like answered in a vlog, just leave them. Oh, shoot, questions. Oops. Alert, 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 alert. These are blinky hands.